Hey Adrian, good afternoon and welcome to your video series on how to update your website and update text, update gallery pages, and anything in between. First thing we're going to do is we are going to open up your website in two tabs. We're going to open up the actual website, Dragonfly PD, and then we're going to open up the backend. There's two ways to log into the backend. You can do dragonflypd.com / oh gosh, I can't spell today, /WP admin. It's the easiest way. The other way, if you must know, is dragonflypd.com / WP login.php. Both do the exact same things. They both take you to the same place. So let me log in with my information. I will be making you a login here so you'll be able to access that back end of your website. All right, now this is your home page. If you needed to make any changes to your home page images, for example, because I don't want this to be something confusing. I want it to be very easy for you to navigate and to figure out how to make changes as well. So let's go back to your dashboard. This is what you're going to see first when you log in. The most important tab of this entire thing should be your pages. This is what creates each page within your website, for the exception of galleries. You'll see what I mean once we get to that. So for example, if you want to make changes to your home page, here is where you're going to go. So click on your left on pages, and then here we're going to search home. So home, and click search. It's going to bring up your home page. Click edit, and then it's going to bring your backend. How is your backend created? This is how. So each image, and then each setting. Each custom heading. So if you wanted to make any image changes, for example, these can be sized at 1,000 pixels width, and then whatever default height. So you can actually go in there. You're gonna hover over the image, so it brings up this little thing, and then you're gonna click on that pencil. Then depending on what you want to do, remember you can only have one image per section, not two. So if you were to replace this one, for example, you would click that X to remove it, click the plus to add a new one. You can either select one that's already been downloaded or uploaded, to the media library, or you can actually upload a new file. So this is upload, select the file, select whatever image you want to download, and then hit open, and it's going to download that image. And then if you needed to upload an image that's already in the media gallery, then you would just click whatever image that is, click set image, and then your image size is always going to be 800 by 528 on this area, which is what makes these pictures like that. And then you're going to click save changes and then click update. I don't want to do it because I don't want to actually change any of those images, but if you needed to save, you would just click update and it would make those changes. If you want to see what the page looks like without publishing it, then you would click preview, and then it's going to bring a preview of what that page is going to look like without actually publishing it. So then you can see I've changed this image, for example. And that's it for that page. If you wanted to change the actual titles of these, then you would go back to the edit the page, and then you would actually change custom headings. So the custom headings is what makes these high school seniors, conventions, headshots, other work. So like for example, you would hover over the element, click that pencil, and then here is where you would change the text. So custom text, headshots, goes to the link headshots, tells you what size font it is, what color, what font family we used, and then once you made the change on the text, then you would click save changes, update, and that's it. That's totally it for that page, for the home page. It actually works the same way for the other pages as well. So the next one that we're going to talk about that is very important is the high school senior page. This page is not created the same way, but I want to show you what and how it's laid out. So let's go back to your pages. You're going to click on your high school seniors page. And by the way, you can actually get to it two ways. You can click this or you can click at it. So that will bring your page structure up. This AR price, it's the plugin that we have utilized to create this. Then we are gonna go to AR price. So what I usually do is I keep this page open, then I hover over this AR price, I right click, and then I open link in a new tab. Once we are there, your only table is your pricing tables right here. It's called high school seniors. To edit it, you're gonna hover over it and it's gonna bring these options. You wanna click on select table. And it's gonna bring everything up. When you're changing your images, for example here, you wanna be very careful as these are links. And so if you click on the actual image, it's just gonna take you to that section. All right, to change them now, so don't click on the image. To change the picture, you're gonna click right here at the bottom on the black sections, and you're gonna double click, and then it's gonna bring these two options: header settings and media settings. Header settings, header settings is your column title. So that's the name of the title that's right here. So Downtown LV and Arts District Combo is one of them. Big City, The Meadow, etc. Your media settings is the actual image. So this actually has a little bit of HTML code. So I'm not sure if you wanted to do it or if you wanted to learn how to make those changes, but I did want to include that in this small video tutorial. So href is your link right here. So this is what creates the link for the image right here. So that's what makes it link over to your section, for example. My apologies, somebody walked in as I was making the video. So now let's go back to where we are so you can see. The media one, again, is your link and your image. To change the image, it's a little more. So what you're gonna do, this image is actually uploaded directly to our media in WordPress. So media is what creates your library, has your images, all that stuff. So what you're gonna do is hover over it, right click, open link in new tab. These images are actually sized at a particular size. So they're not gonna be 1,000 pixels like the other ones. These are actually sized at 357 pixels wide by 304 pixels height. All of them are like this because it helps create this ratio that's created and through all the section. So if I wanted to change an image, I would actually get this URL. So if you needed to upload a new one, you would click add new, select files, get the file that you wanted to upload. Let's see, did I do it? Oh. Let me get out of this. Probably why it's not doing it. Oh, I downloaded it, uploaded it a bunch of times. Okay, so select. And there it is. click it to bring this URL up. You are going to select it, copy it, and then you're going to take that and put it in here. That's going to be your image source. That's what changes it. And then you're going to click OK, and then you'll be able to make that change and then click save. And that's it for that, for those changes. And then make sure that you're closing your windows so you don't get confused. And then I'm going to click cancel. And that's it. So if you wanted to change any information again, AR price, select your table. Like if you wanted to change this, for example, you would just double click on it, on that area, and it's going to bring this selection up, column description settings. And then in here, you can change whatever description you have for that particular section. Right click. And that's it. If you wanted to change the prices, you would click on that particular section. If you wanted to click that button, you would right click. So right click, that changes your button general settings, your button image settings, and your button link. So all of these you would just double click to bring up your information. I believe for these ones it's a little bit different. Let me see. Toggle price, tooltip, column options. There we go. So if you wanted to get into this section, you would just double click until you're able to click these. And then here you can change your description settings, your tooltip. You can add a new row, you can duplicate the row, or you can delete it. Don't worry about these options so much because that actually makes different changes to the tables that may mess up the website. So anytime that you want to make changes on these, you would just double click and then double click again until it lets you get to that particular place, and then make the changes and save again. That's it. And then let's click cancel as we have completed that section of the site. Okay, that's it for those changes. As far as changing gallery images, so for example, on these conventions, headshots, other work, we are going to click on the page. And it's going to bring our entire conventions page. To change the images, it's exactly the same way I showed you for the home page. So it's exactly the same way as you change the images. So if I go to pages again, search conventions, it's going to bring that particular page. Then you're going to click this. And then you're going to see the same thing that we saw on the home page. Image, heading, image, heading, image, heading. So to change the image, you would just hover over the element of the image, hit the pencil button, and then that's going to bring up that. And then in here, to change the image, you would just click this one, click the plus, put whatever image you wanted, hit set. Everything's already done for you, so just click save and then click update. And that's it. That's all you have to do for those changes. For the gallery pages, like within each page, so for example, these that actually have galleries, it's a little more, I don't want to say complicated, but there's more steps to it. So I'm gonna actually make a separate video for that particular section, as it's a little bit more. This concludes this initial video, and I will be talking to you soon.